Unbreakable Spigot Band.
In a corner of that small, dark room, Sholmes and I waited with bated breath. In time, there came from the ventilator a hiss and a soft, almost growl-like sound. Suddenly, Sholmes sprang into action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the darkness. "You see it, Wilson?" he yelled, his tense voice reverberating through the air. I raised my dark lantern's shutter, and the room slowly came into view.
Are you waiting for Dr. Sloane's, Mr. Blau?
Corner when he started whispering to me. The victim's most perplexing final words. The speckled band. I believe this is the terrible coil to which she referred, Wilson. In front of us,
you're not waiting for Dr. Sloane's?
Its fangs bared as it threatened to strike. It truly was the most terrible speckled band I had ever seen.
Jerry knife on the steamship.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Pray, do excuse me. The cabin door was bolted from the inside when the man was killed. No marks to suggest the bolt was tampered with in any way. So, this would appear to be a locked room mystery. In his final moments, the victim scrawled a message on the floor. Almost certainly with the ink from this upset bottle. A Russian word. So the victim was a Russian man then. And the letters are well formed, suggesting he was compos mentis at the time. This is a most extraordinary script. And evidently not penned by the same hand as this message. In fact, I deduce it was written by someone of a different nationality. This paper seal was placed just prior to the incident, by the victim himself, I would venture. Well, what have we here?
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
No one must touch before maritime police come. We must wait!
Shh. That won't be necessary. You see, in less than 5 seconds from now, I will reveal the killer to you.
What?
Don't be absurd. This is murder. And in cabin locked from inside.
Ah yes, the locked room. But that mystery is paper thin.
You don't mean the culprit is in there?
Who are you, and where have you come from?
I love this.
I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one in the world. Sherlock Sholmes.
Sherlock Sholmes.
I presume you must have heard of me.
The great Sherlock Sholmes. I'm pretty sure you've heard of him, Blob. My head's stopping. What's going on? Something's not right here. There's trouble in the air. You never heard of Sherlock Sholmes? The great detective? Why am I in handcuffs? So... Oh wait, I have my headphones on wrong. Yeah, Well, the wardrobe. Do not believe, how could you not wake up? You're a true cold-blooded man. You found me then. We found you. Now you pay. Hey, Bano. How long are you hiding in that tiny wardrobe? Sorry. You've been found. It is time to admit your crimes. Unless you want to find out how cold the ocean is. No, I'll tell you everything. One thing I'd like to know from you. Isn't that... Why did you do it? Why did you take his life? Mr. Sonato. Wait, what did you just say? Take his life? Where is he? Where's Kazuma? Ah, you pretend you do not know? You are a wolf in sheep's pelt. You are the killer. Do not try to make excuses. What? Kazuma's son's body was covered not too long ago. Here, in this very cabin. A bolt shot from inside. His body? Please. Do not try to tell us what you're doing in this terrible thing. Kazuma's dead? But can't be. And these handcuffs. So you don't think I have to know. Why did you take Kazuma's son's life? Please, answer me, please. No. No! It was just 2 short weeks ago. You sure about this? We won't get in trouble. Quite fun being a stowaway. Besides, how else could you come to England with me to study? Really something else when they bought your luggage in here. Really something else when they bought your luggage in here earlier, though. Where the Western crewman just tossed your traveling case into the floor. Thought I was gonna die. You just can't believe that. You'd be able to fit inside my trunk. You must be even less of a man than you look. Hey, honestly, I thought I broke every bone in my body. Yes. You cannot be a man if you can fit into a trunk. Back in Great Britain. Confine yourself in my cabin here, I don't expect anyone will discover you. Ugh, I hope not. I get the feeling those Russians will be very forgiving of a stowaway. A steady bunch, that's for sure. No is, why do you really need to keep it a secret from your long Eddie? Just consistent with interpreter? You mean? From your close friend more to the point, surely we can find it her, couldn't we? Can't believe she'd give me away. No. If she knew what we've done, it would make her guilty by association. So that's only you and I know about this. I suppose so. Anyway, it's about time that student is supposed to come and clean the cabin. It was cramped, but you better get in there, I think. It won't be long, too long. Anyway, compared to the hiding inside my traveling case, you breeze. Yes, but what if the steward decides to open the wardrobe for the reason? And I'll be in for it. Stop worrying. I'll tell you what. Why don't you write keep out or something on the piece of paper? What? I can stick it over the wardrobe one straight inside. I don't know. See, for about 15 days. How can this have happened? We're only supposed to be going on this adventure to England together. We leave your next port. Stay quiet until then. Don't make more trouble for yourself. Murderer. No, I'm not a murderer. Ah, you said it before. You said you mentioned everything about your crimes. No, that's not right. I mean, yes, I did stow away on the ship, but murdering my best friend? No one else could have done it. Admit the truth. Sato-san, please, tell me what happened. I need to know. Very well. There's something I would like to ask of you too. Those eyes. She looks like she's ready to destroy me. This night name is getting worse by the minute. So all I can do is try to find out what really happened. He's been killed, hasn't he? This isn't just a bad dream. And these handcuffs. They think I did it. think I'm Kazuma's killer. Locked from the inside. What do you mean? You open from the outside. In other words, after the crime, the culprit could have escaped these four walls. In another way, the culprit can only have been somewhere inside the cabin. Do you have some other explanations? This is impossible. He died then. What happened exactly? Still going to deny the charge, even despite the circumstances? Sounds like you have to tell me. Still undetermined. Don't know how he died? The doctor examined the body, but of course, he has no post-mortem experience. Don't just well we shall learn more than an expert has been consulted at an expert call. Certainly that means there's no obvious internal signs of injury. External signs of injury then. That's true, yes. Can anyone tell me what exactly happened here in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill Kazuma? Maybe that's something you know the answer to better than anyone. Please. Whatever you say, you were here in the cabin after all. Well, yes, I was, but... just wake before dawn to do his training first thing in the morning. Outside his cabin, as I have every day so far in this village. But this morning he did not come. Because since he would, he was already dead when Suez and not why the cabinet doors window. I knocked, but there was no reply. Then I started to become worried, so I went to find a member of the crew. And when we managed to get inside, it was Cosmo's collapsed on the floor. And like tapped the source works so we lost spot, I suppose. Yeah, anything has happened. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe somehow. Case, but that's just very hard to believe. It's all very hard to believe for me too. Trust me. I'll touch everything I know. So it's my turn to ask you a question. Yes. Alright. We were on this was a ship going outside. Before being a stowaway, didn't you? Oh, yes. I'm afraid that's true. It's 2 weeks since we left for January now. I've been shut up in this cabin the entire time. I had no idea. But how could you occupy Cosmo's cabin for so long without him noticing? It would have been possible, obviously. Yes, of course. Cosmo's son invited me. We used to go to England together. I actually asked you, but why? I'm afraid I don't really know the reason myself. Stan. Cosmo, why do you want this? What's the real reason? It's change life to smuggle me into England with you. It's an idea that's been on my mind ever since the end of that Crabbo trial. I think I told you that then, didn't I? That you ought to become a lawyer yourself. Well, yes, you did say that, but I don't think you were serious. You have a talent for it, I can assure you of that. But I've never really thought about becoming a lawyer. But that's something you can decide for yourself. London is at the spearhead of cultural development in the center of the world in many ways. There can't be any harm in seeing such an important place with your own eyes, can there? No, definitely not. But on a personal level, if you want to become a lawyer, then what? Nothing. Forget it. Kabusan is he always saying the same thing. That he wanted to change the Japanese legal system. Perhaps he thought that he could do that with you. Maybe. But something's still bothering me a little. Look in his eyes, then. It was darker than I've ever seen it before. Yeah, rehydrate after all those words. Susato-san, sorry we kept it a secret from you. My story went on the ship, I mean. If I have known Kazuma-sama, I expect he was trying to protect me, to avoid me becoming guilty by association. That's exactly right, yes. What? Perfect, in fact. You're not the culprit, then tell me, what happened last night here in the cabin? But the thing is, I don't really remember. Cosmo bought me something to eat, just like he always did. Then I got myself into that wardrobe over there, just like I always did. After that, I fell asleep. Oh, well, yes. Something made it even still when coming home was killed. Well, yes. I know it sounds unbelievable, really, I do. But it's the truth. If I'm working the class, I wouldn't be in this particular. And for some reason, my head still started dropping like anything. Really? Something wrong? No, it's... Please silence that. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I really don't want you to doubt. The trouble is, there's no one else who could possibly have done this. Ugh. Why? Why did this have to happen? Ugh. Can't take this. Don't try to go anywhere. The perpetrator of this crime can't leave. I can't allow that to happen. Sorry. Someone was killed right under my nose. And I didn't do anything to stop it. And now I'm supposed to just sit around and my hands are tied. But whoever did this watch me? No. Can't let that happen. No. What do you propose to do then? I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find exactly what happened. I'm going to work out who took Cosmo's life and how they and why they did it. So, I'm sorry, but you'll have to excuse me. Oh, yeah. Susato's takedown. Susato's what martial art form is that? I'm gonna need you to prove it. Sorry, prove it. Yes, your innocence. I need evidence. But how am I supposed to? You forgotten already? What you achieved just a few weeks ago? You suspect me to venture yourself in the court of law. Ah. She's expecting me to present some conclusive evidence. To believe. No. Okay.
Yes!
We discovered in the wardrobe before. Was this piece of paper stuck over the doors? Oh yes, it was. I remember clearly. Thought so. Cosmo always put it in place whenever I was put to sleep, just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decides to look inside. So naturally, he did the same last night as well. Yes, of course. Gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign off from the wardrobe doors before he opens them. But it was surely the culprit. I couldn't have climbed inside the wardrobe like this on the outside of the door on my own. Yes, it's quite true. In other words, it's possible that I killed Cosmo. Well, if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor, I can see why Cosmo thought so highly of you. Thank you. Just have some side. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me out? Yes, you threw me on the floor. Can you please help me back up? This hurts. I should stop you from investigating here. Thank you. You finally released me. I'm sorry. What? I'm not sure yet. Can't rule out the possibility that you used some sort of conjuring trick to put the sign back in position. Do you think I am a magician? Let's get to work this outside. Please tell me something. I still have my doubts. Oh. It's like, oh, yeah, I still have my doubts. Oh. You need to make sure you do nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want to be using your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example. Right. Yes, imagine. Anyway, I should make a start on investigation then. Yeah. Tell me everything I can. Customer, I swear. I will avenge you. About just like a broken piece of glassware. Thing is, there's a broken thing too. Such a beautiful color. Looks like a cute little Nasuki fastener from a Komodo outfit. Well, that sounds like Cosmo. He wouldn't have secretly carried a cute trinket like this around with him. Mark beside it. I wonder, sort of brick like you. Yes, you're right. Color of brick, isn't it? No, I don't see anything of the same color anywhere else in the cabin. Yeah, that won't do. Oh, what's the matter? That was aside. When I'm examining things, I've always found myself so focused I forget to look around properly. That's not good. Oh, she as foolish as me, like, oh, no, you know, son? Sure, you're careful to look all around using left and right. Buttons, yes. Let's investigate our corner of the cap. Yes, let's do that. What's this? Did Cosmo write that before you died? Looks like it's written in ink. I've knocked the ink pot from the desk when he steps on the floor. This message for dipping his finger in the spillage. No doubt he was in terrible pain. Almost unbearable to imagine. Suppose he was trying to leave some kind of clue in his final moments. That's it. Sorry, I can't read your writing. Is it backwards? We're a Japanese on the side. What? Then what language is it? It's been submit, but I don't know. Not foreign script I'm familiar with. What does it mean, I wonder? It's a troubling case, isn't it? It carries a lot of memories for me. Memories? What do you mean? Well, that's actually how I started way on this vessel. Bought on board is that the case. Ah yes, I see it says this way up in Japanese. Which is nice that I should have realized the foreign crewman wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed on the floor and hit. Oh dear, being so away isn't as romantic as it sounds. But it's less painful than Shisato's takedown. Velcro strap. What do you mean, contraption? I read in a book I was studying that talked about life in Great Britain. Longhouses often have Velcros like this, which can be pulled to ring about at some acceptance. Really? That sounds almost magic. Shall we give it a little try? Yes. In the interest of cultural research, obviously. Yes. I suppose nobody comes for the lonely Japanese people. No, I'm sure everyone's just basically a talk. Some 2 weeks in research from Japan. Have we been living in that wardrobe the entire time now, Josan? I don't think living is the right description. Oh no, I suppose not. It must have been rather exciting, walking with your own secret hideout. The trouble was, I never knew when a member of the crew might come in. Yes, I did basically have to live in that wardrobe. Last night was no exception. Because of that, you had no idea what was happening out here in the cabin. No, sadly not. Open for a ventilator. A hole through which fresh air can circulate into the cavern. Is that a little odd? What do you mean? Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is. So look, I must connect to the next door cavern. Guess we're appear to. You're right. Well, fresh air into the room, so you'd be connected to the outside. That's true. Actually, also that way and spray don't find their way in for the seas out west or something like that. I suppose maybe that's it. Someone would have to set whatever was writing. London died. Poor Gus Monkey didn't even make it to his destination. Well, that entry is incomplete. Which means, what? He was in the middle of writing when the accident happened? What's this? Feel unbelievable. Probably. Another question. What? We have departed this world, but we would not read his private thoughts. There's something important, something that will relevant to the case.